Aussies love the beach. Surf, sand and sunburn, it's in our DNA.
Not me, of course, I'm pale as fuck. You high beam me with your car lights, I'm fucked, I'm burned.
Anyway, most Aussies love the beach. But what if I told you that somewhere in Australia there is a beach plagued by a distant memory of torture, death and terror? A beach where, rather than chicks in bikinis, some crazy ghost bitch from the 1800s, and I mean that with all due respect, haunts the beach. A beach riddled with countless shipwrecks from the past and plagued with death. It is said she has been seen terrifying visitors with her ghostly apparition in torn and tattered Victorian clothing. Did she die in a shipwreck? Why has her spirit not moved on or passed over? Why is this location so important to her? Is she looking for something or someone? That is what we're trying to find out. And we will do so by the old-fashioned walk into a haunted location in the middle of the night and be scared shitless. My name's Isaac Butterfield and welcome to Devil's Advocate.
But before we go any further, this video is brought to you by Doan Partners. Ladies and gentlemen, Doan Partners are the best accounting firm in the entire country, I guarantee you that. They have been operating proudly in Australia since 2003, and they are owned by a highly trained chartered accountant who has clients all over this fine nation. Doan provides excellent service and advice for personal, business, and self-managed superannuation fund tax, as well as assisting with succession planning structuring. Doan will happily prepare you or your business's financials remotely, over the phone, or by email. Doan work for their clients, not the government, and thus will do as much as they can within the law for you, their client. And here's the real kicker. If you make the switch today to Doan Partners, you will get, if you say the code, the Butsman sent me, you will get 20% off your first year's fees. That's absolutely unbelievable. But don't take my word for it. Here's a recent client testimonial that'll tell you everything you need to know. My experience with them was very quick and efficient with no stress at all. Everyone in the office I dealt with was A1 top shelf material. The price was very reasonable for the return that they were able to obtain for me. In all, I received a refund of nearly 20 grand. I was over the moon with the result. Thank you, Doan, for supporting this channel. The link's down below, and let's get on with the investigation. G'day, ladies and gentlemen. We are here by the seaside, where I belong, of course. Not very true at all. I'm very excited because we have a massive lighthouse behind us. We have a coast full of shipwrecks, ghastly tales. It's all bloody happening in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get stuck in any of that, I'm not by myself. I have my partner in crime, little Dixon, with us. Your hair looks good, love. We also have Joshua Nielsen. Now, Joshua Nielsen, he's not just a blow-in. Did you know that this young man was in the two first Butsman videos that were ever on YouTube? So he's not just out of the blue. We also have the great ladies, the ghost grannies. They are here.
We've got a new name.
What do you mean you got a new name?
No. We're the queens of the paranormal. Studio 10 said so.
So I've brought the artists formerly known as the Ghost Grannies here to try and work out what's happening in this haunted location. The area itself is known throughout the paranormal world for several entities haunting this one area. But tonight, for this episode, we are going to focus on just one place, one ghost, one haunting, and that is the ghost that walks the shores of Jenny Dixon Beach.
Why would it be haunted?
Well, one of the main stories that has been around, probably the longest, is the story of Janet Dixon Beach.
Okay.
Or Jenny Dixon Beach.
Yes.
And the ghost of Jenny Dixon.
Gotcha.
Which apparently exists down below the lighthouse. So we've got to climb the stairs down to the beach to try and connect with her.
Yes.
The issue is that they've called her Jenny Dixon, but they've named her after a ship that wrecked here, which was Janet Dixon.
Gotcha.
So at some point in time that changed, but they're associating that spirit with that shipwreck. So allegedly there is a female who is seen down on the beach or up on the stairs leading down to the beach, and she seems to be calling out either for help or scaring people off, depending on how people feel. Apparently the story is that she drowned along with her baby.
Yes.
Yep, so that's the first story that we've got to go and explore.
And I put the call out to people of the Central Coast in this area, and we had hundreds of people say, I've got a story here. My friends have had stories and encounters.
Yep.
So it's a very common urban legend in this area. Now, Josh is never been on a ghost hunt,
No, on debut.
What are you thinking, mate?
I'll be honest, I was a little bit sceptical, probably is the right word, until I got here. I've met the ladies, and it feels like there's something here. There's more to it. Like you said, so many people have come forward saying they've got mates and stuff. I'm really interested to see. I'm open-minded. I'm interested in what we're going to see tonight.
Jenny Dixon Beach is situated 1 hour south of God's country, Newcastle, where I'm from. Bloody not bad. It is right next to the Nora Head Lighthouse, and ladies and gentlemen, it is a creepy location. This area over the past 200 plus years has been, and I don't say this without respect, but it has been an absolute bloodbath. Countless men, women and children have passed away on these sands. Nora Head itself has always been notoriously difficult to navigate, particularly before the introduction of the Nora Head Lighthouse.
This is really important to look at the shipwrecks that were here. You can see a ton of shipwrecks happened off this coastline to where we are looking. The Esperanza in 1868 and the Tim Whiffler. Isn't that a great name? Tim Whiffler.
Couple of Tim Whiffies.
Yeah, Tim Whiffler, 1871. We have the Ceres, which is here, 1836, and the Anna Maria, that's the next one. And I think there is one more, the Janet Dixon, 1870. So they're the 5 that we are really interested in.
I mean, there's a lot of ships wrecked here. We're basically staring out at a cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of the wrecks are still out there. So you kind of just wonder how much is still on them. So it would take a few days for things to usually come back onto the beach, depending on which way the wind was going and how big the surf was. They would say that it would take 3 days for bodies to start appearing on the beach. And in most cases, they were body parts.
Fuck.
They weren't full bodies because we've got sharks.
The Sigma off Stockton. Loads of sharks out there, yeah.
And look, don't forget, we're talking also about a time when that was the freeway.
Yeah.
That was the highway, not here. So everything came by sea.
The ghost you were picking up on before, the entity, do you feel it's attached to one of these ships? Cool. Have they talk to us tonight?
So if anything is clear, Nora Head, over the past 200 years, has been unable to escape death and destruction. We thought the base of this lighthouse may be the perfect place to start, to see if we could tap into any of the panic, the fear and the grief that has once and constantly consumed this area.
So what I thought we might do is an EVP session in here. I mean, it's still daylight. The ghosts are still around at any time of day. It doesn't have to be dark. And see if there's anyone here that might want to talk to us.
Okay, so we're going to ask some questions and then listen back, and there may be a response to those questions.
May not be. I'm going to pop this down on the doorstep, just so that we don't get the contamination from my hands.
Is there anybody here? Is there anybody around us? Were you in a shipwreck?
I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask you if you had something to do with a vessel that had an angel painted on it or angel wings. Or if you could lead me to information that has something to do with the angel that you are showing me, please.
How many lives were lost on your ship?
Do you know what year it is?
I'm going to play this back at home and see if we've got any voices on the recorder.
We would love to know your name. Is there anybody around us?
The haunting of Jenny Dixon Beach is infamous in this area. Very similar to other ghost stories from other beachside communities across the globe, a human figure pacing the sand, looking for answers, for help, confused, scared, or perhaps looking for vengeance, has been seen. There have been over 50 reported sightings, all with the exact same description.
So my name's Mick. I've been living around here for about 18 years in the Central Coast area. Had an experience at Jenny Dixon Beach where friends and like-minded people went to investigate there. We got some action on the K2s, so we're actually, it was positive notification when we spoke.
So
we asked questions.
Sorry, the K2's meaning electromagnetic
field.
Yeah, gotcha.
So basically we're asking the questions, K2 was responding, so we kept asking more detailed questions and getting more responses. So from then, we decided to go down onto the beach. So we've gone down onto the beach, and just when we're trying to get back, had a look around, didn't really see much on the beach, but then when we went to go back up the stairs, we sort of stopped. We had this, it was like a blank shield stopping us from going up the stairs.
Okay.
And we couldn't figure that out, couldn't debunk it, thought nothing of it, continued on.
Like there was a physical field of
Well,
something?
it was like a force.
Okay.
Not letting us get up the stairs.
Sure.
So
And have you been back there since?
We haven't. This was about 12 months ago. We haven't had the opportunity to.
Sure.
There was also this footage that was captured by a team of paranormal investigators.
Whoa.
We need to find out what this staircase is all about because I've heard it's a monster. And she seems to be located somewhere midway or down at the bottom of the staircase. So it's a really good idea that we all sort of proceed down and see whether we can actually feel anything as we're walking down.
So who is she?
She is the alleged ghost that they have called Jenny Dixon.
So she hangs out on the staircase.
Allegedly.
Now, I've had a look at the staircase. It is the Kokoda Trail of staircases.
Oh, don't tell me that.
warn you.
Oh.
It's full on.
If this is the ghost of Jenny Dixon, which is associated with the shipwreck, why is she here? Because this beach is a long way away from where that ship was wrecked, which was all the way over beyond that lighthouse over there.
Right.
So why is she here?
Okay.
So this is what we sort of have to kind of think about. Why is she here? What's she trying to say? A lot of people have been saying that she is warding people off or asking for assistance or help because she allegedly lost her child as well in the wreck. My question is, why here when what happened to her happened all the way across the other side?
Okay, well, let's take on the stairs and see if we can find anything on the way down.
Yep.
Believe me when I say these stairs were the Kokoda Trail of stairs. One thing I noticed whilst walking down the stairs was how dense the forestation was surrounding it. Could this lend itself to an optical illusion after dark?
I'm wondering whether people see her because they're just
Exhausted?
trying to
faint?
trying to catch their breath.
Lack of oxygen, you reckon?
Lack of oxygen.
We finally made it to the beach below and began to set up for the investigation.
We're here at the infamous Jenny Dixon beach.
Yeah, and a lot of our equipment's not going to be very useful here.
No, because of the noise.
Yeah, well, we've also got a lot of environmental sensors, so like temperature and that sort of thing is just not going to be worthwhile.
Yeah.
So we might go a little bit old school, go back to doing some EVP sessions. So thought we could do an opening on the beach and call in the spirits.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come, the sun has gone down. It is time to check out this terrifying beach.
So what we thought we'd do is an opening to invite the spirits into this place where we are tonight, and also as a courtesy to explain what we are doing.
Can I just ask, a lot of people in the comment section, every time we do one of these videos, is like, oh, don't invite the spirits, they're going to follow you home. Is that something I should be concerned about?
No, we're on their land, we're on their space, so it's like coming into someone's house. We'd like to say who we are, why we're here,
Sure.
and we'd like you to come and speak to us, rather than just rocking up and saying, show us what you got, come on, give me something. So it's a form of politeness.
Okay, I like it.
So just close your eyes just for a moment. You're all very, very safe. Just take a few deep breaths in. Just align yourself with the things that you're hearing, with the space that you are in. And we are going to issue an invitation to any of the spirits that are here, that feel that they have been lost here, or that their purpose is to be here. We ask them to come forward tonight and to show themselves. Now, are all of you fine to engage with the spirits that are here tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, okay. That's all we need. Fine, you can open your eyes.
I know this is going to sound silly, but when we first shut our eyes, I knew you were there. And I know you're going to say this is bullshit, but I felt like someone went from there, like straight through me to stand there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The thing
Like-
is,
Like, really?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
you won't notice that if your eyes are open and you've got another agenda in your brain.
Sure.
And that's why we say just concentrate on your breath and close your eyes.
Yeah.
Because it really focuses you in, and then you can start feeling these little things that you're normally unaware of.
I had a moment as well
When you said,
I went, oh,
yeah,
I know, it went right through me.
ya.
Did you feel it as well?
Right there,
did you?
yeah. It was the second you said it,
Yeah, I've still got like goosebumps
I'm
all up
getting
and down
thinking
my
about
arms.
it too,
yeah.
I think, just
yeah.
because we're talking about it.
We're going to split us up now.
Yep.
So we're going to send you two off to do some experiments, and the three of us are going to head off and do some experiments. So Renata and I discovered a little bit of a cave that is off in the dark, way away from everyone over there. We're going to give you one of the REM pods, which is the proximity sensor. So ask some questions.
Yep.
So you have to sort of put yourself in the position of someone that may have been shipwrecked on this shore.
Okay.
And you're hiding in the cave for shelter till some help comes and saves you all. All right?
Sure.
We're going to go up onto the staircase and see if we can contact the spirits that are on there. Now, we're not going to give these guys any names, but we're going to use names.
Okay.
All right, but you can ask for names. We have very specific names of people who have died. So see if you can get that information, what ship, what year.
Yep. Let's
Any
go.
names and
Let's
stuff?
do it.
Yeah.
Let's go into a cave.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Do we need to get the...
Awesome.
Just let me go grab the
doing
gear.
that for dramatic effect.
Okay, so the one thing that I'm noticing is when that light from the lighthouse comes around, and when it hits the beach at a particular angle, it will come up to the stairs, and there are areas there that are lighter. There's a bit of like a box or something on the right-hand side, and you can see it actually light up and reflect the light from the lighthouse. That might make people think that there is something standing there.
Yeah, of course. That would make sense.
I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate,
Yeah,
and I'm looking
yeah.
at all the things that could make people think that there is something there.
Absolutely.
And they're not loaded with all of this stuff.
Yeah.
They're just here with their eyes, and they might not know when that comes around that that's going to reflect off that,
Yeah.
and that they will feel as though they're seeing something.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Anne and Renata decided to put us in mortal danger by sending us up to this fucking cave, right? And not only are caves terrifying enough, but the tide was coming in at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So poor Josh and I are getting splashed with water. Poor Stewie Ballbags on the camera. He's getting hit with water. He's got $1 million worth of equipment on his shoulders. It was terrifying. So what we got here, and we have to rush because the tide is coming in.
The tide's coming in.
We have
really
over here, we
quickly.
have a REM pod. Now the REM pod is a proximity sensor. So the closer someone gets to it, are you watching?
Sorry, mate. No, I'm just watching how quick the tide's coming.
Oh,
in.
fucking Jesus. All right, the closer you get to it, it goes off. That's basically how it works. These are cat balls. If they're touched by something, they will light up like that. And we are basically sitting in this cave here, waiting to see what happens. Stewie hit the lights. And yes, we filled our underpants, but we tried our best. If you can hear me, please touch one of the cat balls standing in front of us. These little tiny balls, if you touch them, we'll be able to see that you're with us. Did your ship sink here? What is your name? What was the name of your ship? Are we welcome here? How old are you?
Now, Renata has the names of the people who died.
Yep.
And we think we may know who it is that is seen on the beach. She's quite often seen with her arms outstretched, beseeching help. We have a little box down here on the floor near my bag. It's got a little orange light on it. If you could speak into that and tell us your story, hopefully answer our questions, we'd be very appreciative. Have you lost a child?
You've been called Jenny Dixon for a really, really long time. But I don't think that's your name. Was it a night like tonight when it all happened? Can you hear those waves? Was that the type of noise you were hearing?
Does the name Baker mean anything to you? If you would like to touch one to let us know that you are around.
There's a light.
The water came up too far into the cave, so Josh and I decided to relocate back to the beach.
So the story goes that there is someone who is trapped on this beach, a spirit. If you are here, I'd love to know if you could please put your hands near this device. It won't hurt you, it won't harm you, but we'll know that you're here. Or, as you can see here, just touch one of these cat balls. If you're able to do that, that would be amazing. My name is Isaac. What is your name? Were you shipwrecked off this coast? Were you travelling up the coast? Were you travelling to Newcastle or Sydney?
I do have this vision of a woman who is literally sitting there with her knees up to her chest, and she's got her hand around her knees as if she's sort of swaying back and forth. And she's not comprehending very much. She's just in this sense of pain.
She's stuck in like a death state, just that grieving moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Does she know we're here?
Oh, she knows we're here. She knows we're here.
All right, just keep focusing on her, and I'll speak to you, and you let me know what she's responding with. Are you looking for your child?
Because this is abject failure at not being there
So she feels
and not being able to have done anything.
she feels like she's let her child down by letting them drown. My love, you were struggling to keep yourself afloat, probably trying to find your child in the seas. You can't be blamed for that. I'm getting that hymn. And I will raise him up, and I will raise him up, and I will raise him up on the last day. You okay? It's horrible when a mother feels like they've let down their child. It is the worst feeling, but the fact that it's resulted in their death would be even more heart-wrenching.
Josh, is there any names that are coming into your head right now?
Nah.
I got Alice. I don't know if that means anything, but if we go back over and talk to Anna and Renata and
Did
they
you
say
get
like,
Alice?
no, I didn't get anything, but that's just what's popped in my
Yeah,
head.
that's what I mean. Like, that's, yeah.
If we're going over there and they go, her name's Alice,
Yeah.
fucking like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Because that's full on shit.
This soul is not at peace.
No.
So all we can really do is send her love, understanding, not that we could ever understand what she's gone through,
No.
but empathy.
About half an hour has elapsed since we split up. We spent a good 10 minutes there, maybe 12, before the tide tried to take us away. You guys were up there for a while. What happened in your section of the beach?
We tried to connect with who we believe this spirit is. We set up the cat balls.
Yep.
And we got 1 or 2 flashes there.
Then we got the Ovilus out.
We got the Ovilus out.
We started to call the names. There's historic names of people who have died, and there is only one case of a mother and child that have died due to the Nora Head rocks, and that was a Mrs. Baker and their child.
What was her first name?
Don't know.
Don't know.
She's just recorded as Mrs. Baker. I'm sure it's written somewhere.
Yeah.
With digging, we might be able to find
But
it.
the records at the moment say Mrs. Baker and Baby Baker.
Okay.
And that's the only record I can find that has a mother and child that perished here. And they had nothing to do with the Janet Dixon. So when the Janet Dixon ran aground here, all of their crew were saved.
Yeah.
Right.
So no one died.
Nobody died.
I had a name pop into my head
Yeah.
of Alex.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Just me again. I realised that when I was reporting back to the ghost grannies about the name that I had heard, I said the wrong fucking name about 400 times. Alice. Alice. That is the name I'm trying to say. Alice.
I'm really impressed that you've actually tapped into something and
Awesome.
It was
told
weird,
us.
and it just sort of come out of nowhere. I was just like, Alex, sort of thing, because I was asking what their name was on the EVP recorder, and I don't know.
That's
because-
exactly what you need to do.
Yeah. Sure.
People don't realise it's these random things that pop into their head that's really important.
Yeah, so that was strange. So if we can dig a bit deeper and find out a name and it's Alex, then I am the fucking king. All right, so tell me, we've had a bit of a weird experience here. It's also very loud. It's hard to sort of be in a quiet area. What do we do now?
We're going to head up to look at Wilfred Barrett Drive. So we've asked the entity that's here, does she walk the road up there, and she's indicated no. She has no connection to that road. She resides here. This is her place.
Okay.
There's
So-
also 100 years difference between her and what happened to her,
Sure.
and then what we get as the ghosts associated with the roadway.
Yes.
So theoretically, they don't necessarily need to know that they exist.
So as we said earlier, this one here, this spirit that resides here is more about a historical sort of example. Claire's just got something on the Ovilus.
Okay, so we're talking about going up on the road, and that's just come up with highway.
Oh, really? That's great.
Can you see that? Okay.
Wow.
So the Ovilus picks up electromagnetic
Picks up environmental
environmental
conditions.
and tries to put together a word, an English word out of it.
The idea is the spirit's supposed to be able to manipulate the energy conditions around it to come up with a word.
Yes. So, as I was saying, the story here about the phantom on the beach and all this type of stuff is more of a historical tale. The one we're about to go and look at is a true crime story. We have the details on that.
Yep.
Okay, let's pack up and go and have a look.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears we're at the end of this video, but there is far too much going on right here in this location. This location is very haunted. It's not just Jenny Dixon Beach, it's the graveyard. It's the street behind Jenny Dixon Beach that is the most haunted. Because there is a phantom hitchhiker that has been talked about across the world in this location. There's even been a movie made about it, and we are going to investigate that in part 2. But ladies and gentlemen, do you have to wait a whole month for part 2? No, you don't, because part 2 is available right now on something brand new. It's called Buttsman Premium. It's like OnlyFans but without the nudity. You don't have to look at my asshole. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Buttsman Premium, basically what it is a way for you to fund projects just like this. So if you'd like to become a part of Buttsman Premium, I'd love to have you there. You'd be able to help these videos get off the ground. You'd also get access to the videos early. You'd also get access to amazing content as well, behind the scenes footage. We're going to do podcasts about certain episodes. There's going to be heaps of other great stuff on there. You'll get 15% off merch. You'll get early access to tickets. You're going to get amazing stuff from being a part of this great club. It's going to be fantastic. It's just basically Patreon, but for this channel. All right, don't let the name Buttsman Premium scare you off. All right, there's going to be no dick pics, I promise. Maybe I don't promise. Who bloody knows? Ladies and gentlemen, head over to Buttsman Premium right now to watch part 2 of this video. It is freaky, it is terrifying, and we get some really cool stuff. If you can't afford that, I understand that some people can't, don't worry. It will be available in 1 month's time on YouTube for free. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to the people who want to support this channel on Buttsman Premium. I really, really appreciate that. And I promise it's not one of these people who come out and go, oh, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. We are going to make an amazing community on Buttsman Premium. I promise you that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The link is down below. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Meat extinct, keep it moist, and I'll see you very soon. Toodaloo wah wah. Bye-bye.
Introducing Buttsman Premium. Here's your chance to join the most exclusive club on the internet. For $19.99 a month, you'll get access to exclusive content only available to members, weekly FaceTime calls with the Buttsman, massive monthly giveaways, access to exclusive group chat, early access to all merch drops and 15% off every order, early ticket access to all shows, access to exclusive merch, 3-month member gift. This is the club for the most die-hard fan. Support the movement and join today.